Hey, I'm Brandon, and today we are checking out the Michelin StarCross 6 tires, ranging from $140 to $170, depending on what size you're going with. But I am super excited about these tires. I've been a big fan of the Michelin StarCross 5 tires for quite some time. I used the soft compound for a long time. It works really well in the Pines of New Jersey, and then I do some rock racing and stuff like that with hare scrambles and enduros. But the StarCross 5 soft was my go-to, and then I'd run the medium on the rear, and it always worked really well. So I'm a big fan, and I was excited about the StarCross 6, and actually was with Michelin in Texas testing these bad boys out before they came to the market, just to get some impressions, and actually shot a ride tested on these tires. And they hook up, and they hook up really well. So let me tell you about some of the claims that Michelin is making with these new tires. You're looking at 16% more traction when they're new, about 19% more traction when they're worn compared to something like the StarCross 5, right? That's where these numbers are coming from. And you've got 11% more longevity in comparison to the StarCross 5. A lot of that is due to the new silica compound that they're using compared to this carbon black rubber that they've used in the past. But the silica technology comes over from the car world, but it helps prevent, wear on the knobs. It helps them keep their shape for a longer amount of time, which gives them that sharper edge, which of course is going to give you better grip. And then that material itself helps prevent some of that tearing on the knobs, right? And helps prevent that premature wear, which of course is just going to help with traction and help with the overall longevity. So they didn't just move the knobs around and call it a day and say, yeah, new StarCross 6. They did move the knobs around a good bit and change those up. But there was a lot more that went into it, a lot more R&D that went into the development of these tires. Pretty stoked about them. Now, one thing that I think is a little bit strange is that there's, some of the options only come in a 19-inch rear, which I think they should certainly come in an 18, because that's the most common for enduros and hare scrambles and things like that. So hopefully later down the road, Michelin will kind of keep an eye on that, and we'll see some more 18s coming out of the Michelin StarCross 6. So you're looking at a medium soft, you've got a medium hard compound, you've got a hard compound, you've got a sand, as well as a mud. They got rid of the soft compound altogether, which I was kind of concerned about because that was my go-to option with the StarCross 5. However, after using the medium hard and the medium soft compounds, perfectly fine for the sand. We were in some deep sugar sand and some riverbeds, and they hooked up great. And we were actually using the medium hard compound, and everything was hooking up really well. So I was very impressed with my initial, thoughts and just how they performed right out of the gate. And I think a lot of riders out there are certainly going to see the benefits here as well. Now, it might be tough to see or feel those percentage gains. It's very tough to directly compare a StarCross 5 with the 6, unless you have it set up and you're running the same course, timing that, coming back, swapping out the tires immediately, going back out there to get those gains. So it's tough for me to say how true those percentages actually are, but what I do know and can confidently say is that these things hook up really well. So I'm looking forward to giving them some more of a long-term review, which I'll certainly do with one of those ride tested videos, so keep an eye out for that. But I like what they've done with the R&D. I like how the knobs change depending on, whether you're going with a mud or whether you're going with the sand, or even between the medium soft and the medium hard compound, they are changing up the knobs and the design changes. There's thought in every compound and every application that these tires are going to be used for, and they really did a lot of great work with these tires. So I think a lot of people are going to be impressed. If you like the Michelin StarCross 5, I don't think you're going to have any troubles enjoying the benefits of the new StarCross 6, and you're going to get more longevity and just overall better traction. And I certainly felt that way from my experience, but again, looking for more of that long-term testing. I'm excited about that, excited to get these bad boys out in the Pines and get a few races under my belt with these StarCross 6s. Now, if you have any additional questions, I'm sure there's more details out there. If there's anything I didn't cover and you have some more questions, you can click that info button. That'll take you over to the PDP. You can get the various size ranges that these come in and a little bit more detail there. And as always, if you have any questions about these tires or any other options you might be looking at, trying to figure out what's the best option for the terrain you're tackling, don't hesitate to reach out to our customer service team. They're all riders, more than happy to get you pointed in the right direction. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit and taking a closer look at the Michelin StarCross 6 tires. I'm Brandon. As always, keep it pinned.